Hello, I hope you are ready to think today because I have Ava and Reese here with me, and I'm not going to tell you a lot as we start this video. I just need you to get your thinking cap on and watch what I'm doing. So I have strips of sentences here, and I am going to make two columns. I'm going to put some of them on this side and some of them on this side, and I want you to think about what you notice about the sentences and why I may be putting some on one side and some on the other side, okay? So your job is to be a detective and try and figure out why I'm putting some over here and some over here. So the first sentence I have is, my son is a little angel. I'm going to put that one over here. My son is a little angel. The second one I have is, she swims like a fish. She swims like a fish. Put that one over here. Next sentence I have, she is as slow as a snail. She is as slow as a snail. I'm going to put that one over here. Okay. Next one. He is a shining, he is a shining star. I'm going to put that one over here. You have some ideas? Okay, I'm not going to call on you yet. Let me do a few more. Reese thinks she has an idea of why I'm putting some on one side and some on the other. This next one is, her room is a pigsty. I'm going to put that on this side. This one, her hair was as black as night. That one's going to go on this side. Okay, do you guys think you have an idea? Now I have confused looks. Okay, maybe not so much. Let's try a few more. This one is, he eats like a pig. She is a couch potato. She is a couch potato. A couch potato means that she likes to sit on the couch and watch TV a lot. She is a couch potato. Okay, any idea?
Yeah.
Okay, what are your thoughts so far? At home, thinking about, let me read them real quick because I know not everybody at home can see them because we're not close enough. She swims like a fish. She is as slow as a snail. Her hair was as black as night. He eats like a pig. Over here, my son is a little angel. He is a shining star. Her room is a pigsty. She is a couch potato. Any ideas? Ava?
It ends in like there's the ending is a subject.
Ooh, the ending is a subject. So lots of times at night I'm at the end, I was looking at the word night here. At the end of sentences there's a subject or maybe like a noun or an animal or a thing. Okay, so we have like fish, snail, night, pig, angel, star, pigsty, couch potato. Okay, I like your thinking. Reese, did you have something to add?
Yes. The startings of the sentences are my, he, her, and she.
Okay, so I'm starting my sentences with a subject. So I'm trying to tell you what it is I'm going to be talking about. So in this one I'm talking about she, and this one I'm talking about she, and this one I'm talking about her hair. He, in this one, I'm talking about my son, I'm talking about he, I'm talking about her room, I'm talking about she. So at the beginning of the sentence it tells you what it is I'm talking about. Okay, anything you notice about all of these words?
They're like things that kids are.
Okay, lots of times they're related to kids. I did use a lot of sentences that were kids. How about at home? Anything you're noticing about all of these sentences? What are all of these sentences doing?
Oh.
Do you have it? You think? Okay, Ava thinks she knows what all of these sentences are doing. Ava, what are all of these sentences doing?
They're all telling something that a kid would do and something that they could like to do.
Okay, maybe something they would like to do. I'm not really sure if I know what you mean. Let me just listen to the sentences and think about the meanings of these sentences. Ready? She swims like a fish. She's as slow as a snail. Her hair was as black as night. He eats like a pig. My son is a little angel. He is a shining star. Her room is a pigsty. She is a couch potato. You guys notice what all of these sentences are doing?
Telling something to do.
Okay, let me give you a clue. We are comparing in these sentences. I'm comparing the way she swims to a what?
A fish.
A fish. And I'm comparing this girl's speed to a snail. And I'm comparing her hair to night and how dark it gets, how black it gets. I'm comparing the way he eats to a pig. I'm comparing my son to an angel. I'm comparing a boy to a shining star. I'm comparing a room to a pigsty. I'm comparing a girl to a couch potato. So all of these are comparing, but they use a different strategy. Let me do a few more.
I think I have another idea.
She slept like a log last night.
Why do you have them in different columns?
I know, that's what we're trying to figure out. Why do I have them in different columns? Okay.
I think like this
side?
is like how fast and how speed is and like stuff to do with like what they do and how they do it and how fast.
Okay. Let me do a couple more.
The other one is like just like what they do and their hobbies and like.
This one says he was as fast as lightning. Let me show you something, okay? I'm gonna underline some things in our sentences and I'll tell you what I'm underlining. She swims like a fish. She is as slow as a snail. Her hair was as black as night. He eats like a pig. She slept like a log last night. He was as fast as lightning. What do all of these have?
Likes and as.
Likes and as.
Oh, I know. I think I know.
Either like, or if it doesn't have a like, it has an as.
And I know what
Okay.
the other one.
And these do not. My son is a little angel. He is a shining star. Her room is a pigsty. She is a couch potato.
Yeah.
These do not have likes or as. They just compare the two things. They don't say he's like or she's as tall as a giraffe. Okay? They don't use the likes or the as on this side. Let's see if Ava and Reese can do a few.
I think I know.
Okay, and get them in the right spot. Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Reese, why don't you try this one? Read it to our friends at home.
My fingers were as cold as ice.
Ooh, my fingers were as cold as ice. Which side's that going to? Okay. She says it's on this side because it has a like or an as. Okay, Ava?
Well, I was as happy as a clown.
I was as happy as a clown. Where's it going? Okay. You better watch out for this one. Don't say this to your mom at home. What's it say, Reese?
My mom is a monster.
My mom is a monster.
You're a monster.
Where's it going? Okay, she's putting it on the other side. My mom is a monster. Okay, we got a handful more. Ava, where's this one going?
They are like two
peas in a pod. They are like two peas in a pod. Okay, it's got the word like, doesn't it? Okay. He is such a chicken. Okay.
The sound was music to my ears.
The sound was music to my ears. Okay, yeah, I would agree. There's no like or as there. They're just saying the sound is or the sound was. Yep.
My kids are a bunch of wild animals.
My kids are a bunch of wild animals. Where's it going? She's tricked a little bit. Okay, she's putting it on the correct side. And the last one, my homework was a piece of cake. Okay. Okay. Last one. That was the last one. So, as we can see, they're all comparing things. And the reason why we compare things like this, the reason that authors do things like this is to make things more vivid for their readers, to make things more clear. Why don't you guys have a seat? Okay, so what they're wanting to do is they're wanting to really describe something better, to show the reader what they mean, maybe to give more language that makes it more clear or interesting. So for these, they are comparing the two things with a like or as fast as, or as big as, or as tall as, or as happy as, okay? These just compare the two. My mom is a monster. My son is a little angel. So there's no like or as. Now these two different categories have names. These are both what we call kinds of figurative language. Figurative language means you're using language in a way that's not true. So I have a question. When she says she swims like a fish, is she really a fish?
No.
No. But we know that fish swim well, so we're trying to compare the way she swims to a fish. When it says she slept like a log last night, is she really a log?
No.
No. How about even this? Her room is a pigsty. Is her room really like a place that a pig lives?
No.
Like a pigsty? No. We're just trying to say that it's messy. Or, my kids are a bunch of wild animals. Are Ava and Reese really wild animals?
No.
No, I'm just comparing. Maybe they're crazy, or maybe they're wound up and being obnoxious. Okay, so I may compare them to wild animals. So anytime we're using these two kinds of figurative language, we're trying to add vivid details so that we can really express what we mean, even though the words we use are not what they truly are. So these over here are called similes. Okay, similes use as or like. These over here are called metaphors. Okay, and metaphors do not use as or like, but they still, all of them are all comparing. So as we move on, I'm going to teach you a lot of, well, multiple different kinds of figurative language. And as we continue on, I will be adding to this chart. So far, we have learned two kinds of figurative language. One is simile, where it compares two things using like or as. And then we've also talked about metaphor, where it compares two things, but there's no like or no as. So as we learn more figurative language and more kinds of figurative languages that authors can use, then we will add to our chart in these blank squares. So as you think about figurative language, as you're reading today or in days to come, I want you to listen to see if any of the authors that you are reading use simile or metaphors. As your authors at home, boys and girls, I want you to challenge yourself and see in your writing, or maybe you're going to write stories or poems or how-tos, whatever it is, I want you to think about, can you add in any similes? Or can you add in any metaphors? For instance, I was just doing a little reading of a how-to, and they were explaining how to make a paper airplane. And in the how-to steps, one of the directions said, fold your paper like a hot dog. Now, I've heard some teachers use that. Fold your paper like a hamburger or fold your paper like a hot dog. So in the hot dog folding, you would fold it so it ends up being a longer bun, right? Or like a longer, like a hot dog. And if you're folding it like a hamburger, you would fold it the other way so that it would make a bigger, maybe a bigger rectangle and not so long and skinny. So that's one example of how you may think about using a simile in your how-tos if you need to compare it to things. So hopefully you enjoyed our first two examples of figurative language, similes and metaphors, and we'll be back with some more in the coming days.